Alright, this video here is about transportation of a fishing kayak. In this particular case we're talking about the Pro Angler 14, which is probably the biggest fishing kayak out there. You can see it here. So we're going to talk about a way to transport it to and from the beach, the way to transport it when on the beach over the sand, and just kind of best practices when it comes to doing that. So there's two ways you can transport your kayak, the most common ones. One is on the roof. This one is so big and heavy it's out of the option. And the other one is on a trailer. So here you guys can see it's a Harbor Freight trailer. It sells for about $150. It's sprung exceptionally well for the weight of the kayak. In other words, when you transport it, it doesn't bounce as much because it's sprung right. The trailer, like I said, costs $150. The only modification you need to do to it is to extend the rail, because by default the rail ends right here and it's not long enough for the length of the kayak. So you can see I installed a 4x4 perforated galvanized metal in there, and I put the hitch, the tongue assembly at the end of it. This way it's long enough. Hobies have two grooves that run longitudinally on the bottom of the kayak. So a common scheme that people use is to install two rails of sorts, or pipes or 2x4s, cover them with some kind of soft material that are separated by, I think, about 12 inches apart. This way the kayak slides right on top and stays nice and secure. You can see I drilled some holes here and placed some eye bolt screws or bolts here. This way I can attach a couple of straps, and this way kayak is nice and secure during the transportation. To take the kayak off the trailer, you keep the trailer hitched to your car, you slide the kayak off and use some kind of a prop up thing here. You can see I made my own out of some plumbing PVC pipes. This way kayak stays suspended, and you can get under there and install a kayak cart. This is the heaviest grade Hobie kayak cart in existence. I got a brand new one, just the frame, a while back. It's completely stainless. The axle is solid, so it's not a tubing. You can see the welds are pretty high quality. There's a stop here so that the wheels do not rub at the shoulders. There's the stop, and there's another stop right here. Likewise, there's stops for the collars. You can see a little dimple sticking out over here, the same one on the other side, and here. A cart like this should be about $240, and it's well worth it. That's about the only way you guys can transport this kayak, especially when loaded over the beach sand. Otherwise, it's a back-breaking job. The wheels are so-called Wheel Eezes. This is a 30 centimeter. You can calculate what it's in inches. And they're very low pressure wheels. You can see one is installed into the cart and the other one is loose. I had these things for about 3 seasons now, and they last exceptionally well, even when rolling over loose rocks and occasional gravel. So that's about it in terms of transportation. It goes on a trailer, Harbor Freight. It's the smallest trailer they have. Served me exceptionally well over 3 years, probably a couple of thousand miles on it. Never had a problem. The only modification is the extension of the rail. You can see it right there. Very easy to do. Kayak slides on two longitudinal tubes that I put some soft materials on, and some duct tape to hold it all together. To take it off the trailer, you use this mechanism here to keep it steady. This way you can climb under there and install the beach cart through the scupper holes. In my case, I use the scupper holes that are in the middle right here. This way the kayak is better balanced when you're moving it. The ones in the rear can also be used, but then the kayak becomes very out of balance and very hard to move. Other things, when storing it on the trailer, it helps to have a security system of sorts. So this one goes through the kayak and the trailer, and then I lock it. This is a steel cable. I have another thing there that goes into the wheel, and it's a choke, kind of a boot system. This way, let me see if I have it on the other side. It's right here. This way the kayak and the trailer cannot be moved. And then lastly, you want to lock the hitch mechanism here, the receiver, with another common lock. It goes through the eye, and this way it's nice and secure. I personally never had a problem with it. When storing kayak, you want to cover it with a heavy-duty tarp. This one is a Costco variety. It's a dual layer, folded lengthwise. It's about $8, and it's probably the heaviest grade tarp you can buy in the United States. This one will probably last you about a couple of seasons. You can see I installed some tarp eyelets over here on it, so from Amazon. This way you can use some bungee cords to put it around the kayak. And that concludes the section on storing, moving, transportation. You guys can see the entire thing for yourself. Thank you for your time. Bye.